Today, Precarious plays
Steven Universe, Save the Light. What?
It was just a really graceful maneuver from Greg.
You still got it.
He moves well for such a big guy. That's what I'm saying. What is... Oh, together
Big.
forever.
Garnet, why don't you have the stuff? I've neglected you, Garnet.
Have we?
I don't know if that's the case, exactly. But we did get Garnet last, and I did not make any special effort to level her ahead of anyone. And I'm assuming that...
It's probably... It does seem like the kind of thing that would be like a Garnet specialty, bashing open the big rocks.
Mm-hmm.
But it's probably connected to her weapon.
Yeah, Here's the thing. So the game hinted that we have to go and do some level ups, and I'm wondering if maybe in the places where we have less, less turds, you know.
Do one of do the bouncy thing. Because the
Yes.
bouncy one is good. And wizards are the worst.
I can't, quite.
Yeah, you just give it a second.
Yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, I wonder if the importance of the level up has more to do with Garnet's ability. Like, I'm wondering if we left a schema somewhere, or like...
No, I think that feels like the kind of thing that's just a progression gate. Like, they'll probably make it very clear when you're supposed to have that. Mm-hmm. Because remember, it's not just... It's not just, let that one go. Never mind.
There.
The blue one can just be shoved off by Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we had the schema, we would not necessarily have the chroma.
Right. Yes, you have a point.
And that's probably the deal. Like, let's just say, for the purpose of the conversation, that Garnet's requires orange.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we had it, it wouldn't mean anything. It would do us not even a lick of good until the game decided to give us. That's not going to work because it's AoE.
I'm hoping that I can interrupt it with Shield Breaker. Nope. Okay.
Spottiness of that attack is a bother to me. Either, like, hit everybody all the time so we know how to behave, or don't.
Ready?
That, I think, moves a little too fast for the latency that we have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
You know? What with the Steam Link and all?
Yeah. I was getting it when I was practicing.
But you weren't playing it on the Steam Link.
Exactly. That's what I was alluding to, and I forgot to say the other half of that.
the important part that clears my name and
and restores honor to my family.
Right.
Like,
It's fine. We will together breakfast after this.
Yeah, I can't really... Yeah, all of my buffs would get interrupted, so I just need to do this. Okay.
You can just, because it has defense down, shield dash might do it.
It might.
Wow.
If I did it right.
I wasn't gonna say it, but I'm glad that I didn't have to.
This is a real bummer right this second. All right, Connie. Okay, we need a together breakfast right now.
No, just in the battle. Don't do weird stuff. Bubble Connie so she doesn't knock herself out. And do it quickly before we get a game over. Now, mash the button. Oh, no, not like that. I mean, just to get the menu back up. Now have Connie do a sword swing. Oh, okay.
It's time.
I hate that so much. I've got some trouble problems about the way experience works in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that your characters don't get experience if they're KO'd at the end of a fight.
Yeah.
And I did some very informal science.
One thingy coming right up.
I did some very informal science between sessions, just with, you know,
guys,
I just took some screenshots and then compared them.
Yeah.
The amount of experience, it does seem like your characters, they do gain experience when they're not in the active party, but it is a pitiful fraction.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's some like special allowance for like bosses where bosses give the full experience value or something, it's barely worth considering. Because what I did is Greg and Amethyst, in the time it took Amethyst to get like about 2/3 of a bar of experience.
Mm-hmm.
Greg got like a 1/5 of one.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
It was a frustrating amount. It made me think like, okay, so for every 2 levels, someone will gain. In the active party, people on the bench gain 1, gain less than 1. We were just talking about Greg.
We were just talking about Greg, but Garnet needs to pick me up.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Not gonna say who though.
Hey, I know StarShirted Boy.
Wait, I am a StarShirted Boy.
I'm gonna just celebrate it right off that cliff.
But wait.
Do I have this already?
You can check for it. No,
Push the
I
Y
guess not.
I've
Wait, that's a
just the
purple. That's like an indigo key.
I don't have any keys.
Because for a second there, I thought that it was a blue key behind a blue door, and then I was like looking around like, oh, so that's an outlet, right? Like you unlock that from the other side after you inexplicably wind up over there.
Mm-hmm.
Push that wizard into the waterfall.
You do not have to tell me that twice. Perfect. Okay, can we do it again?
Greg is a wizard. Functionally speaking.
Yes!
Push that snowball off that cliff.
Yes! Oh.
This game turned violent.
Okay.
You know what it kind of is reminding me of?
What?
So, you're familiar with XCOM, right?
Yeah.
There is a spiritual successor to the original design, the original version of XCOM. What is the name of that game? I like it, but honestly, I internally I just think of it as XCOM,
Show me your moves.
which is not helpful right now. It's on Steam. They're making a second one. Zeno something. Bale can put the title up. The point is that there's a little bit of cleverness that happens towards the end of the game where so you go through this technological progression trying to catch up to and then eventually overwhelm the aliens that are invading Earth, right? And the idea is that first you have human guns, the guns that we have already. And then I think
Everyone knows it.
you use lasers based off of alien technology. I think that I'm missing a step. I can't remember. Maybe it's like a recreation of the alien technology, which is like plasma-based weaponry.
Yeah.
I think that there's an additional step that I'm forgetting. The important thing is that the final step, you use alien materials, but then go back the other direction. And it winds up being better than what the aliens have because it's better suited for Earth's atmosphere. So there's this interesting element where, like, the Earth itself, the atmosphere of the planet, screws up the efficacy of the aliens' plasma weapons. And your ultimate armaments, they work in a different way to function within the Earth's atmosphere more appropriately, right? And it's giving me all of that is to say I'm getting similar vibes here where Steven just tosses these enemies off the cliff and says, gravity will do my work for me.
Yeah, well, and I want to use this now.
Probably on the big one, right?
Right, because the wizard is dangerous, but when there aren't as many enemies for it to buff, it's not
Yeah.
as dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
And be prepared to either press buttons quickly or spin sticks.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it's with good timing.
Did we do... Oh my. And now Connie can still...
Maybe... You know what I just realized?
What?
Amethyst would be the best person to take care of wizards.
Why do you say that? Because of the shocking?
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think trading away one of... The wizards are so disruptive.
Yeah.
Not necessarily dangerous, but so disruptive that trading away one amethyst for one wizard seems fair. I don't think that the enemy team is going to be able to turn this one around, though.
I don't think so either.
So I think that we'll take a break now.